Did you catch this in Spider-Man? During the Thanksgiving dinner, pay close attention to what Peter and Norman are wearing. Did you catch it? Norman's wearing blue and red, the colors of Spider-Man, while Peter's wearing green and purple, the colors of the Green Goblin. Did you catch this in The Amazing Spider-Man? Everyone recognizes Uncle Ben's suspected killer from Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, but did you know he appears in The Amazing Spider-Man? Or at least the same actor does. During the bridge scene, we see Dr. Ratha sitting in his car, but take a look at the driver. It's the same actor, 10 years older, Michael Papagian. Did you catch this in Spider-Man Homecoming? We get a quick glimpse at Miles Morales' uncle's car, which has the license plate UCS M01. It seems random, but this is actually a clever Easter egg. It stands for Ultimate Comics Spider-Man issue number 1, which just so happens to be the Spider-Man comic book series that focused on Miles Morales. Did you catch this in Venom? Soon after crashing on Earth, the symbiote Riot kills one of the astronauts. If you listen closely, you can hear his name mentioned by someone in the control center. This is a character we've seen before in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3, J. Jonah Jameson's son, famous astronaut John Jameson. Did you miss this in Spider-Man Far From Home? During the end credits, look closely and you'll discover something special about Mysterio. You'll probably need to pause the screen for this one, but if you do, you can see where he got the inspiration for his suit by modeling it after the others, specifically Thor, Black Panther, and Doctor Strange. Did you catch this in Spider-Man No Way Home? After running into people from a parallel universe, Ned wonders aloud whether there might be other Neds out there too. This is actually a reference to the comic books where Ned Leeds is a reporter at the Daily Bugle who ends up getting brainwashed and tricked into becoming the Hobgoblin. Did you know this about Spider-Man? Ever wonder why this version of Peter Parker has organic webs? According to the film's director Sam Raimi, the original plan was to have web shooters like in the comics, and the scene of Peter shooting webs in his bedroom was even filmed with him using them. However, Raimi ultimately felt it would be more credible for Peter to have natural web shooting abilities, because it didn't make sense why a high school student could produce a wonder adhesive in his spare time while a big company like 3M couldn't. Did you catch this in The Amazing Spider-Man? Eagle-eyed fans will have noticed a connection to a popular NBC comedy in Peter's room. If you look closely, you can see Troy Barnes from Community, but there's also more to it than that. Many have speculated that this appearance is due to the public's push at the time to see Donald Glover take the role of Spider-Man. While he ultimately didn't get the part, he does show up as the uncle of another Spidey, Miles Morales, in Spider-Man Homecoming. Did you know this about Venom? This shot of the Malaysian EMT walking away has a sneaky connection to another popular film about aliens. If you look closely at the back of the EMT's uniform, you can see her hair covers the M in EMT, leaving the ET visible, a clear reference to Steven Spielberg's 80s classic E.T. Did you notice this in Spider-Man? While viewers can learn Spidey's powers by watching the film, there's actually a moment where all of his powers are listed for the audience on screen. After Peter is bit by the spider and the double helix shows a new species on the screen behind him, you can see a list of his abilities show up in the corner, which includes speed being listed twice. Did you notice this in Venom? In the scene where Eddie Brock bites into a lobster, it begs the question, what is the lobster actually made of? Obviously, the filmmakers weren't going to have Tom Hardy bite into an actual lobster, so the prop designers made a look-alike using candy-coated marshmallow and chocolate filling.